They tweeted this a few minutes ago. They're saying that officers are responding to a report of a shooting at a school in the 1800 block of North 135th Street. This again is Ingram High School. Let's actually go to that sound from the parent that photojournalist Robin spoke to. Take a listen.
Yeah, I have a freshman student inside, and he texted us maybe 30 minutes ago that they were on lockdown and that there was apparently a shooting, and we're getting more texts from his friends that there's been a shooting inside. Rumor from people standing around the scene here is that the shooter is no longer on the property. I don't know the truth to any of that or not. I did see an ambulance go inside with a stretcher, so it seems somebody actually has been hurt.
We're also getting some information just in that the school is secure right now. You can see a couple of Seattle police vehicles there on the scene right now. Again, the school has been on lockdown, but we are just getting word that the school is secure. You heard from that parent who has a freshman inside the school right now. They were told to be quiet and stay pretty much locked down indoors, and that an ambulance is there as well. Obviously, a very frightening moment for parents there right now. We are keeping a very close eye on, actually, we're just getting this just in from Seattle police. They're tweeting now. This is addressed to Ingram High School families. Police have secured the school. Reunification site will be at 135 Meridian. No students are being released at this time, but families can prepare to meet at that location. So there is some positive news there that at least the school is secure at this moment. They're making arrangements for reunification. That site, again, as you can see on your screen right now, this is from Seattle Police, their Twitter page. Parents can go to 135th and Meridian, and no students are being released at this time. You heard from that parent that his child, who is a freshman, they're being told to stay indoors at that high school. Now, again, we do have a photojournalist on the scene right now. You can see Seattle police are still on the scene. This is at Ingram High School in North Seattle. Now, we're also keeping a very close eye on Seattle Public Schools Twitter page as well for any updates. We've reached out to them to get any updates that we can. Obviously, there's a lot going on right there, a very active scene. We are, just to recap from what we know so far, very limited information, but police are reporting that at least one person is injured. We do not know yet whether it was a student or whether it was a staff member. Lots of unknowns at this point, but we do know at least one person is injured. The extent of their injury is unknown. You can see over there in these live pictures that there are some concerned people, perhaps some parents. The father you heard from just a moment ago also there on the sidewalk, probably very concerned, waiting to get word whether they could reunite with their kids. We do also have several crews on the way. Brady Wakayama is on the way right now as well. We have another reporter headed over there. Let's give you another look at the latest information from Seattle Police. Ingram High School families, they're being told that police have secured the school after someone was injured. Reunification site will be at 135th and Meridian. No students are being released at this time, but families can prepare to meet at that location. If we can go back to those live pictures, you can see that people in the distance, looks like they are investigators or perhaps some staff members in the distance who are on their way to the school as well. Now, we also have Sky King on the way right now to North Seattle to get a better idea of the scope of this breaking news. You can see just down this road that there's a large Seattle police presence there right now as we get to try to get some more word from the school district in terms of what happened. We have a lot of unknowns. It's unknown whether they're still looking for anybody. All we know at this point is one person was injured. Not clear yet what the extent of their injuries are right now. Again, if you're just joining us at this hour, we have some breaking news that we're following. Ingram High School is on lockdown right now as police are investigating this incident. All we know at this point is that at least one person is injured, and they are asking that people avoid the area as the school is on lockdown. Ingram High School, what we know so far about it, it's 9 through 12. The school is in the Holler Lake neighborhood in Seattle. Now, here are the pictures from Sky King. These are live pictures overlooking the area. They are just now approaching that high school. We can maybe get a better idea of whether there may be any evacuations in place. At last check, we're told that the students are being told to stay inside. And for parents out there who are watching this, or if you're just now getting word, perhaps from the school district, Seattle police are at least tweeting publicly that there will be a reunification site again. That's going to be on 135th and Meridian. No students are being told to go outside. They're not being released, but families can be prepared to meet at that location. So just to recap, we do know that one person has been shot. Still unclear if it was a student. We are waiting to get more word. We heard from that parent just moments ago who was very concerned. They have first responders at the scene. Clearly a very intense time for the students and the staff, and obviously for parents there. We're working to try to get more information. We also have crews heading over there right now who will be on the ground. You can see in these live pictures Sky King over the immense police response from Seattle Police. And we do have several photojournalists on the scene as well. King 5 reporter Brady Wakayama, it looks like he's just about there. We're going to get to him in just a moment for a live report on the ground. In fact, King 5's Brady Wakayama just got to the scene. Brady, you're right in front of the high school right now. What are you seeing? What can you tell us?
Yeah, Christine, we just got here moments ago. We're just on the corner of 135th and Meridian Avenue. And as you can see behind me, too, there is a heavy police presence. And they just actually closed the street off again at that intersection of 135th and Meridian Avenue. And again, right now, we just have a lot of parents just throughout this scene as well, just along this block. Texting hastily, calling their students, trying to get information, any information they can get. And again, right now, all we can confirm is from that Seattle Police Department tweet, which is that one person is reportedly injured. This is, of course, a developing situation. They are asking people to please avoid the area. And as of now, exactly, that's all the information we have. We were told also moments ago that the public information officer should be coming here shortly to give us more information on exactly what happened. But again, right now, all we do know is that one person is injured, and unfortunately, it appears that the shooter has fled the scene as of now. So again, a heavy police presence here. We've seen a lot of police cars going up and down the streets, circling the blocks surrounding the school. And again, unfortunately, certainly a lot of concerned parents here as well. But again, we're going to be here for the next several hours trying to get you guys more information on what's going on. But Christine, I'll send it back to you for now.
Yeah, thank you very much, Brady. And actually, I do want to ask you, you just got to the scene. This is Ingram High School in North Seattle. What is the traffic situation and the police presence like? We saw a lot of Seattle PD vehicles out there.
Sorry, Christine, say that one more time.
We're seeing a huge and immense Seattle police presence out there. I mean, what can you tell us about any closures? People we're told should avoid the area as first responders head over to the scene again in Ingram High School.
Right. So what we do know right now is that the school is currently on lockdown. And also, I was just told by a parent as well, there are some other schools on lockdown as well. But again, still trying to wait for the public information officer to arrive here. We're told, again, they should be here at any minute just to give us more information on what exactly is going on. But again, as of now, they're telling people to please avoid the area, and the school is on lockdown.
Brady, thank you very much. We'll get back to you in just a moment. Maybe you can speak with some parents to get a better idea of what is happening. Meantime, we can go back to these Sky King pictures, live pictures over Ingram High School in North Seattle. We saw an ambulance actually leave the area just briefly, heading out of the school campus. But just want to reiterate, though, that the school is secure. That is what Seattle police are telling us at last check from their latest tweet. They're saying that reunification plans are underway. Parents are being told that they should meet and gather on 135th and Meridian, and that no students are being released at the time, and that families can prepare to meet over there to reunite with their kids. You can see from these live pictures, again, Sky King, you don't see the typical view, the images of students filing out of the school yet because they're being told to stay inside. We heard from that parent who was very concerned. He spoke with a freshman, his child who's a freshman at the high school, who says that they're being told to stay inside and that one person was injured. Again, just to recap, recap, the school has been on lockdown as of about at least an hour ago after one person was injured. Still no word if it was a student, if it was a staff member. We have all these questions out to SPD and to Seattle Public Schools right now to try to get some more information. There in this view from Sky King, you can see probably some parents who are gathering at the parking lot of the school, probably waiting to get some more word of what to do next. But again, Seattle police are telling families of students who go to Ingram High School to meet at 135th and Meridian. Now, as for who was responsible, who fired the shots, we have very little information. We're waiting to get that confirmed with SPD right now, but obviously a very active scene. Police are likely also trying to glean some information. We're also keeping a very close eye on Seattle Public Schools' Twitter page to get a better idea of what happened. I think the biggest priority is making sure everyone is safe. Again, live pictures over Ingram High School at this moment. We have multiple crews who are heading over to the scene later on as soon as they can. We have Brady Wakayama, who is there right now. In fact, I'm wondering if we could hear from that parent that we heard from maybe about 15 minutes ago. Let's hear what he had to say about his child.
Yeah, I have a freshman student inside, and he texted us maybe 30 minutes ago that they were on lockdown and that there was apparently a shooting, and we're getting more texts from his friends that there's been a shooting inside. Rumor from people standing around the scene here is that the shooter is no longer on the property. I don't know the truth to any of that or not. I did see an ambulance go inside with a stretcher, so it seems somebody actually has been hurt.
So you heard from that very concerned father right there, just letting you know that all of this is preliminary information. This is only what he has heard from his child, who is on lockdown inside at Ingram High School. So you can see that several Seattle police officers are still on the scene right now. A heavy police presence all along that way. Seattle police are urging anyone in that area, again, this is North Seattle near Ingram High School, to stay away from the area and make some space as they convene and as they investigate and see what happens. But we do know at least the school is secure. Now, again, we have multiple crews on the scene. King 5 Sebastian Robertson just got there. Let's go to him right now on the ground for the latest. Sebastian.
Yeah, we're in 135th and Meridian. There's kind of this like quiet efficiency here with all these police units and ambulances staging just a couple blocks from the school. What we know at this point is that there was a shooting in the vicinity, and police have locked down the area. We have heard from Seattle police that they have cleared the school, and now the focus of this investigation is the perimeter of the school and the surrounding neighborhood. As you can imagine, there is tremendous concern from parents, family members, fellow students that have started to gather outside. And if you take a look at the area, you can see that there is this perimeter around 135th and Meridian. There is a SPD chopper up in the air, and the overwhelming feeling here is kind of just like a quiet concern as family members wait to hear some sort of update from police. Again, it appears that the immediate threat to Ingram High School has been contained, but the question now is the shooter in custody? Where is the shooter? And it appears that those answers may be found outside the school and in the neighborhood. You can see a line of SPD vehicles that go all the way down Meridian. Ambulances a block over, more police coming and going as this initial, as they try to get control of this like kind of initial confusion around the situation as we wait for more answers. There is a press briefing in just a couple of minutes, and hopefully we'll have much more details after that. Back to you.
All right, Sebastian, thank you very much for that update. And again, we have been trying to get in touch with Seattle Public Schools for the latest information. We're being told that they are also working on gathering information. So actually, it looks like I'm wondering if we can take this live. We're hearing from parents or someone who's on the scene right now. We'll get to that in just a moment until they're ready. But for now, these again are live pictures over Ingram High School in North Seattle. Sky King over the scene where we are following a shooting, an apparent shooting that happened in the vicinity of the high school, and that one person has been injured. However, the school is secure. but still on lockdown right now. No word yet on the shooter or any suspects or anything like that. We're still waiting to confirm that information from Seattle police right now. You can see from these live pictures that some parents, probably very concerned, are still on the scene. Now, just to recap, we want to show you this latest tweet. Official information from Seattle police. This is the latest from them. They are addressing Ingram High School families that police have secured the school reunification site. The place where they can meet with their kids again will be on 135th and Meridian. No students are being released at this time, but families can prepare to meet at that location again, 135th and Meridian. So that we're following this breaking news. We're on top of this. We have 2 crews on the ground right now, Brady Wakayama and Sebastian Robertson. They are going to be talking with parents, trying to figure out a little bit more information about what parents should do. We know that we have that reunification. We're going to continue following this, and we'll be right back after this break.
So right now we have one kid in the science wing and one kid in the math wing. Our daughter in the science wing says that that's separate from the school. Will it feel secure though?
Yeah. They're shut up.
But they're barricaded.
Yes, and Liz and Bill, parents, Kate and Jen, they have 2 daughters who go to school here, juniors, I believe, is what you said. They shots being fired right now.
Yeah, so our daughter told us is that some kids got
through their mind right now. So we'll collect more from them as we continue this conversation.
Yeah, that's what we're seeing
It
here.
is definitely
what about
surrounded. I
the
mean,
sense
if I
of
said
trying
that
to get
in plain
information? I mean, it sounds like you're getting it from your girls, but in a way of getting information from the authorities, have they made it clear where you're going to be able to meet up with them and how this is going to work?
Yeah, we're congregating right down the street as soon as they're able to leave, and I appreciate that no one is looking at me.
Yeah.
You know, you ask someone a question, they give you.
I've been asking parents, I've been talking with here this morning, you know, it's something that's happening all over the country. You know, we hear about it all the time, but when you heard that this had happened at your child's school, what was your reaction and were you surprised?
It's terrifying, but we also took it.
I just came straight here. Yeah, I mean, you think about the school in Texas where the police just waited. Did that was not right.
Have you ever had conversations with your girls before this about maybe what they should be thinking, what they should be doing if something like this happens?
Yeah, they're also.
So I believe in one of the tweets they did say for this TV, they should be reunited with their children on 135th Street and Meridian Avenue. That's where they are asking.
What do you think that moment's going to be like? I know you're waiting for it. They're both out of those classrooms and able to reconnect.
Big hugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, these kids.
What do you think? Given a message who's behind this, what would your message be? Bringing a gun here to the school, having shooting all these kids here.
No, it's super. But I mean, I think we probably set our hearts on
From Seattle Police, who say that they have secured the school and they have set up a reunification area at 135th and Meridian. Now, at this time, no students are being released, but families can go ahead and meet at that location. And once the lockdown has been lifted, students will be released at this time. We are also waiting to hear from Seattle Police Chief Adrian Diaz, who we understand is at the school right now, apparently giving us a 2-minute warning that the press conference will be underway in just a couple of minutes. So we're hoping to find out more information at this time. Obviously, Christine, this is a very scary situation that is happening at the school. We don't know if the person who has been injured is an adult or a student. We also don't know if the shooting happened outside the school, on school grounds, or inside the school.
Yes, and we heard from parents earlier. We have some new insight from them. Let's take a listen.
I mean, we're just kind of waiting, to get our kids and get them home safe, and
Yeah, we've been texting with them, and they're pretty shaken up. They're pretty shaken up.
Yeah, they were scared. I mean, obviously this is a huge problem, right? All over the country. It's crazy that it's here. yeah, I don't know. There's not much else to say about it. It's insane.
Mimi, I know that for many parents, this is their worst nightmare. I mean, this is not what parents want to hear, what their kids are going through. A lot of concerned parents right now.
And so many of these high school students have access to phones. They're probably texting, calling their parents from inside the school, giving them an update as to what's going on. Let's get over to Adrian Diaz, Seattle Police Chief, who is about to give us an update on what we know so far. So bear with us with the technology. Here we go.
Do you have, are they good? Okay.
Go ahead.
It is cool. So my apologies. I'm only going to give an initial briefing. I'm not going to answer any questions at this time because it's still ongoing and active. But we in this city joined a long list of cities this year that have had school shootings. So at 9:55, officers responded to shots fired inside the school district of our school building of Ingram High School. Officers immediately responded into the actual building and tried to provide treatment to the victim that was down. At this time, we only have one victim. Officers then gave search for the suspect. At this point, we are working to actively identify the suspect and currently are searching for that suspect at this time. We're not going to provide any information on the victim details as well as the suspect details, but just know that right now it's a currently active investigation. We are also working with families to get them to their loved ones. We initially, inside the building, are identifying those people that knew what happened and observed the incident, and identifying those because we need to interview them. And the rest, we're trying to get them released so they can get to their families and loved ones. Right now, we're actually getting people, many of the families, to the east side of the pools. To the east side of the pool, so we can get those families reunited with the students. We're working with the school district. We've actually, the fire department also responded inside the building with us and also was able to take over some of the treatment of the victim. Currently, the victim is no longer on scene, and we're working on that right now. Because this is an active investigation, typically our homicide and assault unit is the one that actually does the investigation. They're actually responding out to the scene, and we will be processing the scene as well. We will be providing updates, hopefully, periodically throughout the day. And at this time, this is the information that we're going to provide. And thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Chief, can you clarify where parents need to meet up to find their kids? There's some confusion there.
So right now, we're going to be providing updates with the school district, and they're going to also provide as many updates as they can. But I just actually been provided information that the suspect is in custody. So that is a very quick response.
All right, you've been listening to Chief Adrian Diaz.
And then because we were able to identify the suspect, be able to get him into custody as quickly as possible. But right now, we'll have to provide updates periodically. We'll probably use a lot of social media. The school district will also be able to, push out calls about where the specific reunification area is. Many of the families are trying to get closer to the building, but we're not going to push them back. But we prefer to be by the pool so we can actually do some of our investigation.
Arrested over on 155th and Aurora. Is that the suspect?
So we'll provide update as we go. Thank you so much.
All right, so there we go. We just got an update.
All right, we are just wrapping up a press conference with Adrian Diaz, who just updated us that a suspect has been arrested in this shooting at Ingram High School. You're now looking live from Sky King at what we believe might be Seattle police making that arrest. We do have someone in handcuffs, it appears, at that Rapid Ride bus station at this time. So that was a very quick response from Seattle police. They also told us that the shooting did happen inside the school. They did not tell us whether the person who was shot is a student or an adult at the school.
And Mimi, we're hearing that the scene that we're looking at is at 145th and Aurora, as you mentioned, right by a Rapid Ride bus station. As you mentioned, a very quick work from police. This was just about an hour or so ago when we heard about this shooting. Chief Adrian Diaz letting us know that they responded at the school at 9:55 a.m. again at Ingram High School in North Seattle. They went into the building and provided treatment who was down from this shooting. Again, they just told us that they do have a suspect in custody. Now, as for who that shooting victim is, we still unclear if it was a student or if it was an adult staff member. Chief Diaz has not disclosed that yet. He is also, as we've been telling you for a while, that families are going to be reunited with them near the school. We have several crews also on standby on the scene at Ingram High School. We see King 5 Sebastian Robertson is there right now. So Sebastian, we just heard from the police chief. What can you tell us?
Well, good morning, Mimi. The big takeaway for parents is that the shooter is in custody. We just heard that from Seattle Police Chief Adrian Diaz. He says that the shooter was identified shortly after that incident. That led to a very active search for that shooter in the surrounding neighborhood. And we know that possibly just a few moments ago, that shooter, whose identity has not been released, is in custody. So the current danger to the community is over with, but now the attention turns to that suspect, or to that victim rather. We know that one person was injured, presumably by gunfire inside of Ingram High School. Chief Diaz says that emergency call came in during the 9 o'clock hour this morning. We know that one person was shot. That then led to that dramatic chase for the shooter, which seems to have come to an end at this point. But along with that law enforcement response, we saw a just tremendous response from parents, from family members that dropped everything and came to Ingram High School. They've been gathering around 135th and Meridian. We now know that they are gathering on school property closer to the school, to the pool at the school, where police are having a reunification area where many concerned parents will be meeting with their students. Hopefully, everybody can breathe a little bit easier with that announcement that that shooter was in custody. Many details will come out throughout the day, what led to this shooting, possible motivations, and what charges this shooter may be facing. Many questions that will be revealed throughout the day. We'll send it back to you.
Sebastian, thank you. So on the right side of your screen is the suspected shooter being taken into custody about 10 blocks north of where this school is. We'll have the latest on King 5 News at noon.
Yes, we'll have the very latest from the scene at Ingram High School where students have been on lockdown. We'll see you there at noon.